Emily, and welcome to my garden. It's a place where dreams are cultivated. Well, I'm going to tell you, we've gotten an awful lot of rain lately, so I thought we'd take a ride down to the Big Apple to see what's up and coming with the orchard. See you in a minute. I'm at the Big Apple here in Wrentham, Massachusetts, speaking with John Morse about all of this rain. How has it affected your crops?
Pretty good, actually. Everything loves to have water, and they get a lot of that this year.
The sun heats water on the surface of the earth. This is called evaporation. The water vapors rise in the atmosphere where it cools and condenses to form clouds. When the droplets are too heavy, they fall back to the earth as precipitation. Depending on the temperature, precipitation can be in the form of rain or snow.
The apples like it cool and wet.
The only thing that really hurts them is the hail, right?
The hail is not good.
Hail is bad.
That's bad. Divots in the apples.
How many types of apple trees do you have here?
We have about 25 different varieties. This is the calyx end, this is the stem end. Calyx end is where the flower is.
So when it starts out, it starts out upright.
Right. So that's the top of the apple.
And then what happens, John?
It falls down.
The real top of the apple is there. And they're looking pretty good. They're beautiful.
They're getting big.
I think you're going to have an outstanding crop from all this rain.
We'll let you know in November.
Yeah. Now what other fruit have we got here?
We have cherries.
Okay.
We have apricots.
Okay.
We have plums.
All right.
And we have nectarines.
Ooh.
And we have tomatoes, which is a fruit. And
that's right. Little known fact.
That's right. Everything with a seed in it
is a fruit.
Yeah, exactly. We have stone fruits, cherries, apricots, peaches, plums, and nectarines.
Nectarines are actually a fuzzless, smaller variety of peach. Nectarines and peaches can develop spontaneously from each other via seed or sport bud. Okay, we're going to do some more popping. You ready?
You ready?
Okay. A row of peaches.
Yep. They don't grow all the time. They bloom, they form a fruit, and they'll grow to about 1.5 inches in diameter, and then the pit forms. So they sit there and they don't grow much.
I didn't realize that.
They'll sit there, and then about 3 weeks before they ripen, they'll start to swell up. And that's why they like it hot and dry, because there's a lot of bacteria and molds and stuff that get into them. When they start to swell up, they're producing a lot of starch and sugar, and that's when you have a lot of problem with brown rot and stuff like that. So
you really watch them in more towards the end than you do now.
Yeah. When they start to swell up, they need a lot of water then, but they like to be hot and dry. So you irrigate them in the nighttime, and they dry out in the daytime, and they grow pretty good.
The peach's English name derives from the Latin plural of persicum malum, meaning Persian apple. In Middle English, it melted into pesh, much closer to what we call it today. The peach was brought to America by Spanish explorers in the 16th century and eventually made it to England and France, where it was a rare treat. In Queen Victoria's day, no meal was complete without a fresh peach presented in a fancy cotton napkin. Although Thomas Jefferson had peach trees at Monticello, United States farmers did not begin commercial production until the 19th century. Today, peaches are the second largest commercial fruit crop in the United States, second only to apples. They're not going to grow anymore now. They're pretty much set.
They're pretty much set now. This is mid-season variety right here. So they'll sit for another 2 or 3 weeks, and they'll start to swell up again. We picked peaches in August. So.
And you have some really great peaches.
Well, we've had some good help. One of the things with peaches is when they bloom, there's always a lot of peaches on the tree, and you have to thin them out by hand. So we've had some really good help this spring to come in and thin the peaches. And they should be about 6 inches apart.
Or a hand. Apart. And look at this. John let me work a few weeks ago. These were laden.
Right. And it's hard to teach somebody to thin because they always think they're taking too many off. But if you took a softball, which is the size that you want a peach, it would be about that size there. So we get a peach there, and we get a peach here. Now we get a peach here, and pretty soon the tree is pretty full.
The branches get so laden and heavy that you have a danger of snapping the branches.
That's one of the problems with peach trees. The wood's real weak and they'll break real easy.
And I have to tell you, when I was out here, it was a great day. I've had some great adventures, thanks to folks like you, seriously. But when I was doing that, I was very apprehensive because all I could think of was I was taking away. It's like thinning when you're doing seeds.
Right.
I always have the same problem there. I don't want to throw them away, but
Yeah.
if you don't do it, then you're not going to get the fruit that you really are out here trying to produce.
We probably took, I bet you we took 2/3 of the fruit off this tree.
Oh, you did?
All on the ground.
Yep, that's where they go, on the ground.
That's all. The coyotes are coming here.
So it works all the way around.
Yeah.
One of the things I learned with the peaches is you're not supposed to touch your face. You have to wear gloves because of the fur.
Right, they get fuzzy.
I was itching to the crack of dawn. They didn't tell me not to scratch my eye.
Well, anybody does insulation, it's worse than insulation. It's awful because you're outside and it's usually warm and you're sweating and it sticks to you, into your joints and everything, and every time you move.
I will always think of that the next time that I hold a peach and feel that little fuzz.
You give it a little extra scratch, right?
Ah, here we go, the workers. Let's go meet Errol and Claude and Al and Sue. Oh. There's Holmesy.
The crew's down here now. They're missing a couple people.
Me.
They're doing a great job. They're almost done this orchard.
Hi, you guys. You miss me?
Yes.
This is actually great fun. It's a great day coming out here and doing. It's a lot of hard work, don't get me wrong, but you can see how beautiful day, beautiful people.
Notice they all have long sleeves on because the fuzz is so intense at times. It kind of gets in there and gets itchy. And
I learned that the hard way. I was scratching all day. Thanks for telling me about that, you guys. Appreciate it. But I noticed you're not wearing gloves today.
It's not wet, you know.
Only when it's wet.
Yeah.
Another fact they didn't tell me about.
One time, every time you come up here.
I do. I'm going to have an education in peaches by the end of this summer.
You can see the ground, how many peaches are on the ground. Peaches and peaches.
Wish I could juggle.
They're all over, it's like marbles all on the ground here.
I wonder if you can do anything with these, with the stones, I mean themselves, as far as maybe like a cordial, like a peach cordial.
Well, if you can come up with something, you'd be a millionaire because there's a lot of orchards in New England that always say, I wonder what we could do with those peaches.
All right, food for thought.
There we go.
All right, Sue, I'm going to have you come over here a minute.
Okay.
Because this lady, how long have you been working here? For John?
I forgot, for a long time.
Long time.
You probably know when these peach trees were put in here.
Yeah.
Holmesy.
Come on, honey. Be on the show.
They're married. This is a husband and wife team. Honey's okay.
We're teasing each other a lot.
You want to get on camera, home? No? Okay. We never force that. So what we're going to do, show me how you do this. Again.
Oh, there's so many.
Yep.
We want them grow big, and we have to take between leave some like.
Right about the hand, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is so good. I don't want to take off. Probably okay when they're big like that. That one big. That's how to get.
So the way you do it is you make an imaginary ball.
Yeah.
About the size, except you have to be mindful of how heavy it might be on one branch, right?
Yeah.
See, there really is a science to this. You just don't come out and do this. You have to go to school.